Lots developing in that police shooting we brought you as breaking news last night. We're learning the body cam on the officer who shot Martavius Banks in South Memphis wasn't even on. And two other officers on the scene deactivated their body cams or dash cams. Local 24 News bringing you team coverage tonight. I'll talk one-on-one with County Commissioner Tammy Sawyer, who met with Banks' family in the hospital tonight. And you'll see the controversial history of police body cams in Memphis. But first, Local 24's Brad Broders live in downtown Memphis. Brad, lay out what we know, because Director Rawlings says some body cams were activated, right?
You're exactly right, Richard. Tonight, Director Rawlings said that some of those officers did have their body cameras on, but Director Rawlings said he is not confident that proper policy was followed by those three officers Monday night, and that's why he wants the TBI to take over this investigation and find out what happened.
Let me assure you that I will get answers, and we will hold officers accountable.
Memphis Police Director Mike Rawlings announced surprising new findings tonight in Monday's officer-involved shooting, which left Martavius Banks hospitalized in critical condition. Rawlings said body cameras and dash cam video showed an officer pulled Banks over for a license and insurance check at Gill and Pillow in South Memphis. When the officer ran the tags that showed the car was not insured, the officer asked Banks for his license and registration, but he had neither. That's when the officer reported seeing a gun and asked to see Banks' hands. Banks then sped off, struck a curve, then jumped from the car and ran. The officer said he shot Banks because he was armed, but Banks' family says the gun never left the car. There is no video of the encounter because Rawlings said the officer who shot Banks did not have his body camera rolling.
It was found that the shooting was not captured on the primary officer's body-worn camera due to the fact that his body-worn camera was not activated during the shooting.
Rawlings did not explain why and said two other officers on scene turned off their body and dash cameras during their pursuit of Banks.
They are in place to aid in transparency and accountability.
So now the TBI takes over.
We recognize that the TBI brings an additional layer of transparency, accountability, and integrity.
Also worth noting, the Memphis Police Department is also doing their own internal affairs investigation. Reporting live in downtown Memphis, Brad Broders, Local 24 News.
Thank you, Brad. For his part, Memphis Mayor Jim Strickland is out of town, but tweeted he agrees with Director Rawlings' decision to hand this case over to the TBI so that we can fully understand what happened Monday night.